I'm Janelle from Emmeline, and today I'm going to show you how to use our rivet setter and anvil tools with our punch set for setting rivets. So you can set rivets just like these into handles, key fobs, different pockets on your bags, and it's actually really super easy. So the first thing you'll need is a punch. This is a 2.5mm punch, and we use this to make our holes. So basically, I like to measure out where my holes are going to go. I draw them in place so that I can get them nice and even. And then I'll just use a rubber mallet on a hard surface like a cutting board and hammer my holes. I should mention that it's much easier to hammer the holes and set the rivets if you're on a very firm surface. So if your cutting board is on a concrete floor or out on the sidewalk, or have it over the leg of the counter or table that you're working on. Oftentimes, if the cutting board is in the middle of the table or on a countertop, when you hammer it, you don't get that kinetic energy going through, and you may have a time cutting your holes or setting your rivets, and they just will not compress. So it makes a huge difference if your cutting board is on a very, very firm surface. So I've just made my holes, and now I just need to decide how long the rivet is going to be. We choose the rivet based on the thickness of the fabric we're going through. So our small rivets are 4mm, and this fabric is about 3. And so as long as it's 1mm to 2mm longer, or that's about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch, no longer than that, because if you do have a rivet that's longer than that, like this one, when you set the rivet, what happens is there's no place for that extra length of post to go, so the rivet will set off to the side because the rivet actually splits and opens up inside the cap. And if there's no room for it to go, if it's too long and there's too much material or metal there, it'll just offset. So choose the smallest rivet that you can fit always, and it even can be slightly shorter than the thickness because the rivet will sink in and then the material will compress. So get your rivets ready and your anvil and your setter. Now the anvil is curved just like the shape of the rivet, so it's very important to have it in the center of that little bowl. And then as well on the setter you use the side that is curved as well, and you want to center that perfectly straight over top. And here is when you need that really good nice firm hit with a hammer. So we'll just do that a couple times, and that is it. Now you can check it with your fingernail to make sure it's set. That looks great, and I always check all of them to make sure I'm set. Now one thing I should mention is we do have a press machine on the site as well. So if you'd like to try something that makes life a little easier, you can go for the press, and I'll have a tutorial for this as well. But honestly, this works well, and sometimes even though you have the press, you still need to end up using this. For instance, on this bag, if we were to put rivets, say, across the base here, we wouldn't be able to get this into the rivet press. It wouldn't reach because these only have a 4-inch arm in here. So what we would need to do is we still would need to use this to set these rivets. So I always have this on hand, even though I have a press and I use them quite often. So practice on some straps, do them over and over again. Practice with the length so that you can see what happens when you use a longer one, what happens if you use one that's too short, and that'll give you the best success when you're putting your rivets in your bags. So if you found this helpful, please click subscribe and follow us on our social media as well. We'll have a lot more tutorials for you for bag making.